Hi friends, and welcome back to Lily's reading. Today we're going to do a general reading, a general love reading for the collective. So I invite everybody to watch this, even cross watchers that were watching on the other ones. This is your reading, literally. All right. So this type of reading, for those of you who don't know, I do my readings like look at this as in being one reading. Okay. This is another one. This is another one. This is another one. All right. So you're literally getting 4 readings within this entire reading. So choose the one that resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever needs to hear it. I read intuitively, so that's very important. You guys can read the cards, but I definitely will tell you when you're reading my cards, please do it intuitively because it'll make more sense, okay? So let's jump into it. Today we have the Two of Pentacles, which the Two of Pentacles is a balance. Pentacles are the earth sign, and that can be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So there's some type of a balance that you need to do because you're definitely juggling something between you and your partner. And it feels like the waves in the background are just crashing into each other. And we need to find some type of a grounding or some type of an understanding or some type of or just a point where we can both agree. Instead of agreeing to disagree, we can just kind of let things go. Almost like not telling you to walk away from your person, but it's the agreeing and stop being like petty on it. I don't know why I felt like saying that, but I felt like I needed to say that, you know? And if this does resonate with you, please do let me know because it's so important. This is not my home. Just letting you guys know, just, you know, the background is completely different. So the energy in here is a little bit more different, but we do have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is someone who's not sleeping well. It's someone who is up at night having conflicts. Maybe you and your partner are having conflicts. And that would make sense to where I was telling you there's something that you guys are both going to have to come to a certain agreement on, because it seems like you and your partner are juggling one too many things that, you know, it's just like life is getting in the way and it's affecting your relationship. Okay, so I see the Sun, and I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. Swords is about air. So that's the air zodiac sign, which is the Gemini, Libra, and the Aquarius. And then we come into the Sun, and the Sun card is the Leo card. Okay, so you can be this or your partner can be this. But you are in a state of vulnerability, or your partner's in a state of vulnerability. I'm just going to read the energy. Somebody is in the state of vulnerability, but as they say with the Sun card, it talks about healing, right? It talks about moving forward. It talks about growth, maybe some personal growth. Maybe it talks about building a foundation and making sure that that foundation is sturdy. It talks about overall happiness. You know, the baby's on top of the horse and he is completely in his glory. He's happy. The Sun card talks about a lot, and these might be some things that you're trying to do or you're trying to figure out. And I feel like because you're juggling so much that is going on in your personal life outside your relationship, I feel like it's affecting your personal life to where you need to find that type of balance. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is clarify using the Light Seers card. For those of you who are trying to figure out the type of cards that I use, it's the Tarot of Gentle Dawn, which is the pink tarot, and then these ones that I'm shuffling is the Light Seers deck. The Spirit Guides and Angels, give us a little bit more on this story. All right, so Spirit is telling you to be patient. Spirit is telling you that you might want to slow your roll, especially when it comes to your relationship, because you might be, you know, these might be the things that you absolutely want to do, but you might not be ready for this at the moment with your person. So it seems like you need to find a way to kind of settle down on your own before you can take on your person. Or maybe this is what your person is doing. It might seem like someone is being kind of wishy-washy within their energy because they might feel like they're not telling the whole truth. But I also feel like we have the Magician here, and the Magician talks about, you know, the Magician talks about saying that you have a set of skills. You can do this. If you're having a hard time, and I'm going to jump over to the career part, or, you know, just in life in general, if you're having a hard time with something, Spirit is saying like they're giving you some type of information. They're giving you some type of force, or in Spanish we say fuerza. They're giving you some type of a fuerza, so you can, it's like a platform that you can step onto. They're giving you those skills. Spirit is showing you a way out, is showing you a way to juggle your life and be able to have that personal relationship life too as well. You need to be patient with yourself because, again, it talks about balance, right? You have the sun and you have the moon in here, and it talks about balance. So you need to be patient with yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to go at things at a slower pace, is what Spirit is saying here. I know I didn't ask for the advice, but that kind of feels like Spirit is already giving you the advice when it comes to that. Actually, I'm not going to pull anymore, and I'm just going to use this as more of like the advice card is what Spirit is trying to tell you to do. So then we go to this one, and it's the Nine of Wands. Now, wands are fire, right? The wands are about fire. So fire can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have someone who I feel like it's kind of like you're breaking down this bubble that you've created, right? Because you were in a non-trusting stage. I feel like it's almost like you've left the door open and you're starting to go out on a different path, but the back door is still open. This is what this type of energy feels like right now. So it feels like you're getting ready to leave something behind and you're going to start another adventure. But while you're getting ready, it seems like your past is coming back. And your past, which is Page of Cups. Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it seems like something is coming in, and it's like a small type of information that is coming to you, but it's going to be the type of information, even though it's something small, it's going to surprise you in such a way. It feels like, it might be something that has to do with, your emotions, because you still have that back door open. Maybe your person wants to come in, they want to be with you. Maybe they're, searching with you, looking at your social media. I don't know. There's just something that is going to happen where they might even shoot you a text message, but it seems like your person is going to be coming back around. And when your person finds out that you're going to be looking for other people out there, it feels like your person is not only going to be coming back around, but they're coming at a faster pace. Your person cannot bear the thought of seeing you, with someone else. So your person could also be traveling. We see the Chariot. Chariot can represent the Cancer card, the Cancer zodiac sign. But for me, I look at the Chariot and there's movement. There's moving forward. It's two people that reunite. It's finding that balance between the both of you, the positive and the negative. I feel like also there is or might be a storm coming within this Chariot where it feels like he's coming in to prove a point, or she. Doesn't matter, not gender specific, but I feel like your person is coming in to prove a point, and that's where this message is coming from. Like your person does not want to see you with someone else. So Spirit guides and angels, and I think for this this reading, I'm just going to start, instead of asking for a little bit more, I'm just going to start asking for the advice that Spirit has to you. Because I feel like things are calm right now with you. You're kind of calm in the soul, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to get up and I'm going to start to move, and I'm going to start to, start the dating site, or I'm going to see what's out there. I'm going to get creative. I'm going to, everything is just calm. And then all of a sudden, pow, something just drops in your lap. And that's kind of what that, that feeling feels like. So the advice that Spirit is giving you is that something is not, it's like a going back and forth. I wouldn't be surprised if this person was your twin flame, to be honest. It's the going back and forth type of energy that I feel. It's like, if I can't have you, nobody else can. So your person is going to, it's like, maybe your person has also heard from, a friend of a friend of a friend, because it's gossip that's going on. There's, Spirit, the advice that they're giving you is because you do have the death and rebirth. Spirit is telling you it's time to let go of this relationship. When you walk away, make sure that you're fully closing the door. Make sure that you mean what you say and you say what you mean, so that you don't have any regrets, because it's almost like this is still not done. Like your person is still poking at you. Your person still wants to get a rise out of you, right? Because we do have the Queen of Wands, and it's like your person is trying to get that rise out of you, but it depends on your type of energy that you're putting out there too as well, right? If you are, at a lower vibration, then you're going to bring that type of energy in. So I just want to say, but it's almost like when I look at the Queen of Wands, it's like you kind of like this. You like you say that you're walking away. You say that things are going to get better for you. You're in a state of calmness. You're ready to move out the door, and you like that your person is coming back and that they're looking for you. But the spirit is saying is like, how can you get something new? How can you truly learn from this situation if you're not really trying to learn? It's the attention. So when you get bored, you like the fact that, you know, the ones that you left in the past are coming back. So if this is you, please do let me know. I'm always interested in trying to figure out what's going on. But Spirit is definitely saying that this relationship is not going to work, you know, because it's like there is no foundation here. There isn't anything. It's almost like a back and forth tit for tat type of feeling. In order to get past this, we're going to have to like really forgive each other. And if you can't forgive each other, it's time to let it go. So here we have the Death card. We have the Death, the Wands, and then, 10 of Wands, and then we have the 2 of Wands. The Death card is the Scorpio card. Then we have Wands. Wands is about fire, so you have both Wands here. So it's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, right? So the Death is like maybe someone passed away. I want to put that out there. I don't really talk about that a lot in my cards because I choose to look at it in such a positive way. But for me, it's like someone has passed away in your life. And if this is you, please do write in the comments and let me know, because it seems like a really sad story. Someone has passed away in your life, someone that you truly, truly love, your partner, you know, has passed away. And it feels like because they have passed away, something became a burden. Something, and maybe it was like financially, things became a burden. You had to, you know, sell things, or you had to make things work, or, you know, maybe you guys had family together and now you've taken on that responsibility of the role model of being both parents. Something has definitely happened in your life to where you're not really sure if you're ready to go out and start dating. You don't know if it's too soon or if, you know, you've waited too long. It kind of feels like that type of energy of just like, it's like you're stuck. You're not even thinking about it at the moment, but you are curious to see what's out there. Now, 2 of Wands talks about, you know, you've created a bubble. You have put up boundaries. You know, it's like your heart is hurt, but you also need to step out of that bubble that you've created, because within creating bubbles, sometimes we push people away. You had a life before that death happened, and I want to tell you to continue that life that you had, right? Sometimes it's really, really hard to, you know, go out and be who you truly want to be. And I feel like you might have created this bubble because of maybe the guilt that you feel inside, but you really shouldn't feel guilty. Things happen for a reason. So I feel like he's getting ready. This person is getting ready to, you know, go outside of their bubble. They're sending signals, or they're getting that itch, or they're feeling like they want to get back out there and they want to start the dating scene all over again. Honestly, I would say go at it at a slow pace, you know. Whatever you're ready for, you know, that's what you allow. That's what your boundaries are. If you're not ready to go fast, or you're not ready to, you know, have someone meet the kids, then do it at your own pace, your own time, right? So, you know, universe is saying to you, because, you know, this has been going on for a while with you, where you're trying to look for a sense of balance. You're trying to look for a sense of where you fit, because you feel like you're lost. Ace of Cups is the guilt of dating someone because you don't know if this is the right thing that you're doing. But I honestly want to tell you is that if Spirit is giving me these cards, it's because you need to hear this, right? You have been single for a while, whether it has been a year or 2 years, it doesn't matter. Spirit is just saying that you've been single for a while and you are grounding yourself. You're trying to find a way to find love. You're trying to find a way to make something work in your life to where you feel alive again. It's time for you to get out there. It's okay. It's time for you. And I get it. Maybe you'll never find someone like that person, you know, that you loved that passed away, but it's still okay to love. And that's what makes the heart grow fonder. When we can find ways to keep our heart chakra open, then we start looking at life in a completely different way. We love, and we love hard. All right. So now let's move on to the 8 of Pentacles. You have, and I'm going to see if you can see these cards if I push them over a little bit. I know it looks like a mess, but we already got through this section. So here we have with the, it's the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Cups. It seems like you have almost all the zodiac signs here but fire. So you have the Pentacles. Pentacles are Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is what you have here. Then we have the Ear card, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all right? So it feels like to me is like you or your person is working on something. We have our head down. We need to make a decision though, right? So it feels like maybe your emotions are all over the place. Maybe, you know, and I feel like this is more of like your person type of scenario where your person has been working, your person hasn't been maybe, you know, mostly involved in your life, but I feel like you've been waiting a while. You've been waiting for your person to come back, or you've been waiting for your person to look up and acknowledge you, is kind of what this feels like. Where the Two of Swords is now there's a decision that you need to make because your person chose work over you. Your person chose other things over you. I don't think your person chose another person. That's not what my cards are saying. But in your mind, you're thinking that your person, because you're not seeing your person is actually starting to choose other people. But I feel like what's going on, and I feel like that's what's going to help you move forward, is because you're starting to form a plan. You're starting to think, well, if my person that I, you know, completely love, that left me for their job, is seeing other people, why not I go out and start seeing other people too? I feel like this is the decision that you need to make, because I feel like in some ways it's like your person is already showing you, like they're not that they're not interested in you, but your person is building a foundation is what they're doing. Whether they choose to have you in it or not is a different story, but you shouldn't have to stay stuck. So here you are at the Queen of Cups. It's like you're waiting for your person to come back, but the decision is, what do I do? What do you do, right? So let's ask Spirit Guides and Angels, what is the advice that you give? What is the advice? I don't think those go here. All right, so I feel like, and I was kind of hoping that it'd be like, oh, okay, now it's time to get up and like it's time to move. It's time to see what's out there for you, or, you know, what new person is coming into your life. But I feel like, right, the moon speaks of blockages, but it also speaks of things that you're not supposed to see, things happening behind the scenes, secrecy, right? Universe is hiding something from you because universe wants you to live your life and be happy, but you keep staying stuck on your past and you're not allowing yourself to move forward. There is a love that is actually coming in here, but I feel like you're not going to see this love coming in here because you're so hardly contemplating on your person to come through. So it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, don't stay stuck. Don't stay, you know, while you're waiting. Okay, let's say you are waiting for your person. Spirit is saying, okay, fine. While you're waiting for your person to come through, why don't we try to start doing something else with our life? If you're not ready for dating, that's completely fine. But you need to move forward. You need to concentrate on something in order to pass the time, because you standing still makes you stay stuck, right? Now you're probably stuck in your career. You're probably stuck in your home life. It's like you're living conversations that you and your person had over and over in your head. Your person, I'm telling you right now, they're going to take some time to come back to you. But here's the thing. It's not really, you know, the moon is just speaking of secrecy, but the moon is speaking of things that you're not going to see, that like something's going to happen, but like they don't really want you to see what's going to happen. Like universe needs you to live your life. So while you're waiting, right? While you're waiting, start living your life. That's what universe is saying. Whether you start dating or you start a hobby, start putting things in your life that mean something. All right. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this message. It's a little different, like I said, because this house it's not my home. I'm borrowing someone else's house for the minute or the moment. And the energy is just a little bit different in here, but if these resonate with you, please do write in the comment. If you're interested in a reading, I always have, and I always put in my description, depending on what platform you're watching this, on ways that you can find me. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye.